Good morning. Welcome back to Yes Look on today's another video. Do you like to hear songs? Yes, we are like to hear songs. Do you like to sing songs? Yes, someone like to sing songs. Today we are going to learn a beautiful song named Blowing in the Wind of 10th standard. What is the title of the song? Yes, Blowing in the Wind. It was written by Bob Dylan in 1962. This song has been classified as a protest song which possesses a series of rhetorical questions about war, peace and freedom. Nine questions are asked by the writer. They are known as rhetorical questions. Why it is called rhetorical questions? Because the answer of these questions are known by everyone, but no answer is expected. The song was the anthem of American Civil War movement in 1960s. Now let us go through the analysis, summary and appreciation of the song. Blowing in the Wind is a song by the American singer and a songwriter Bob Dylan. It is considered to be a protest song against human rights violations. This song was an anthem of the American civil rights movement of the 1960s. War and violence destroy peaceful life, human rights violations and injustice prevail everywhere. People should unite against the injustices, open their eyes and ears to hear and see the sufferings of their fellow beings and fight for their rights. These are the messages and theme of this song. The poet asked, how many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? That means how much trouble a man should suffer in his life before he is recognized as a human being. He asked again how many seas a white dove must sail before it finds a peaceful place to sleep. How many times the cannonballs must fly before they are banned forever. White doves are symbol of peace and banning cannonballs means ending wars and violence. But no peaceful place without war and violence is found anywhere in this world. The oppressive rulers are huge and powerful as mountains, but they cannot exist for long before the more powerful seas of people's protest. No ruler can keep the people of a nation under slavery forever. No one can pretend for a long time that he does not see or hear the sufferings and cries of the oppressed people. Everyone should have eyes to see the sky, the symbol of freedom, and ears to hear people cry in pain. The poet finally asks, how many people should die before we realize that too many have died? All these questions are examples of the rhetorical questions. The poet says that the answer to them are known to all and are blowing in the wind, repeating the lines. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. This kind of repetition of lines is best example the poetic device refrain. The oppressive rulers are compared to mountains and people's protest to seas. This comparison is an example of metaphor. There are many examples of alliterations in the song as in how many roads must a man? There is an auditory image in the expression people cry. White dove, cannonballs, mountain, sea, etc. are the visual images. Now let us go through the first stanza of the song. How many roads must a man walk down? before you call him a man. How much a man must suffer or experience in life before he is recognized as a human being. Here, you represents the white people of America and him here represents the black man or slaves in America. How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Where can a white dove find a peaceful piece of land in this world for her to sleep peacefully? As we know, white dove is the symbol of peace. Sleeps in the sand is a phrase, means death. Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? When are actually the ban on weapons and the end of wars going to be realized? That's the poets asked to everyone. Here the theme of the poem is that everyone talks about the banning of weapons and ending of wars and bringing peace and freedom. But when are they going to be realized? People should raise their voice against injustice, do their responsibilities and fight for their rights. Here the first stanza, the poetic devices used are symbols or symbolism. Examples are roads, white dove, cannonballs. Roads means experiences or sufferings of the human being. White dove symbolize peace. Cannonballs, wars or violence or weapons. Then the poet said, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Answer to all these questions are known to all as they are blowing in the wind. People need only open their eyes and ears to catch them. These lines repeated thrice in this song at certain interval. This repetition of lines are called a refrain. The poet asked in first stanza, how many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? All the three questions answers are blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. എല്ലാ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾക്കും ഉത്തരം കാറ്റിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ വീശി നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, കാറ്റിൽ പാറിപ്പറന്ന് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. Now let us go through the second stanza of the song. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they are allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in wind. How long can the mighty dictators exist in front of the more powerful sea of the protectors of the oppressed people? How long can the people of a country be kept in a slavery before they are allowed to be free? How long can a man, the oppressive rulers and the oppressed people, turn away his head from the realities and pretend to be deaf, dumb and blind? Here, mountain and sea used are the symbols of this song. Mountain means the power of oppressive rulers, and the sea the power of people's protest. Now the last part of the song. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. When are people going to realize the value of freedom? Here, sky is the symbol of unlimited freedom. Why do the people ignore the cry of his fellow beings who are tortured and suffering in life? How many people should die before the rulers and the ruled realized that too many have died? When are the authorities or rulers going to make measures to prevent bloodshed and killing? Answers to all these questions are blowing in the wind and known to all. People need only open their eyes and ears to catch them. Figure of speech used in this song are rhetorical questions, refrain, symbols, alliteration, visual images and auditory images. Throughout the poem, the poet asked 9 questions and the poet doesn't expect any answer to the questions. That type of questions are called rhetorical questions. And the line blowing in the wind, the answer is blowing in the wind in the line repeated thrice in certain intervals. And this is called a refrain. Symbols used in these songs are rods. Rod symbolizes the life experiences or sufferings of the people. White dove represents peace. Cannonballs represents war, violence or weapons. Mountain represents the power of mighty rulers. Sea represents the protest of the oppressed people. Sky represents the unlimited freedom. People's cry is the example for auditory image, and cannonballs, sky, mountain, etc. are the examples for visual images. And the examples for alliteration, the first stanza itself is sounds and sounds. ബ്ലോയിങ് ഇൻ വിൻഡ് എന്ന സോങ്ങിൻ്റെ ടെക്സ്റ്റുവൽ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് നമുക്ക് മറ്റൊരു വീഡിയോയിലൂടെ പരിചയപ്പെടാം.